While a fast site is important, fast-moving teams are even more important. Most competitors slow teams down because they were built as narrow point solutions. Edgio's unified workflow and stack is unique. We offer the best security and performance in the market while allowing your team to ship application improvements faster. Why does shipping faster matter? Fast teams grow revenue faster. A McKinsey study shows that the fastest quartile of teams work at companies that grow revenue 3 to 5 times faster than companies that ship slower. As software eats the world, your ability to ship updates fast determines whether you will win or lose in the market. And yet teams are plagued by disjointed workflows, inability to test, and stressful deployments. Edgio's unified workflow, from local dev to infinite pre-production environments and incremental rollouts to production, allows teams to safely ship twice as fast. Using Edgio, e-commerce leader Universal Standard improved their release cadence from once a month to releasing every few days, while also upgrading performance to sub-second page transition paint times. They were able to do this because Edgio is built fundamentally differently from the ground up for web app and API teams. The platform uniquely spans your team's entire workflow, release lifecycle, and stack across the browser, edge, and serverless tiers, allowing teams to move much faster. With great docs, tutorials, and examples, Edgio reduces onboarding time compared with assembling cloud primitives and point tools. Edgio also drastically reduces dev, test, and deploy cycle time. Like any proper dev workflow, developing on Edgio starts locally on the developer's machine. As more logic moves to the edge, fast teams that want fast sites must be able to test and iterate on edge logic and security configuration rapidly. Yet typical CDNs require deployments directly to staging, or worse, production, just to find out that further iteration is needed. On Edgio, you can emulate the edge network locally to test your edge logic, including routing and caching. So you'll know if your edge logic is correct before you even push, and you won't be constrained to only having the edge in a limited number of environments, since Edgio includes unlimited pre-production environments that are automatically created every time you push code. And once you're ready to deploy, Edgio streamlines pre-production testing and collaboration. You can preview all changes across branches and environments. You get a perma URL for every deployment, so you can easily find any work-in-progress features. Drilling into a deployment, you can easily download, promote, and open it in a mobile browser. If there's an issue with a deployment, using Edgio's deep request inspection, you can see the full request and response output for every server-side request and even see details of requests made to upstream APIs. Teams use this feature daily to debug API integrations in seconds. It's a huge time saver. And when you're ready to go live, Edgio's powerful dual WAF, traffic splitting, and feature management capabilities allow teams to deploy with confidence. As we showed you earlier, dual WAF allows you to run 2 WAF configurations concurrently for all your production traffic, so that you can roll out a change in listen mode and monitor the impact before going live. This eliminates risk when deploying changes and greatly reduces time to mitigate vulnerabilities. You can also easily toggle features on a per environment basis, so that you can separate deployments from feature enablement to reduce risk and ship features faster during working hours. You can split traffic based on numerous criteria and then route traffic to any environment, such as a legacy site or experimental variant. You can do probabilistic splits to route only a portion of traffic, making canary deployments a breeze. Many teams use this to reduce risk by routing a percentage of traffic to new functionality and then monitoring metrics in the traffic cockpit. Teams also use this to do A/B testing at the edge without the performance degradation associated with traditional client-side A/B testing. You can even use this for personalization at the edge, like some teams who route to different experiences for new versus returning users. Some teams use traffic splitting to reduce the risk and increase the pace of replatforming. No one wants to wait and take the risk of a full site replacement anymore. Edgio makes incrementally migrating one section at a time easy. And if you're already using a modern edge-enabled JavaScript framework like Next.js or Nuxt, Edgio is the ideal platform with integrated serverless compute and support for over 40 frameworks. Just run Edgio deploy and everything just works. Edgio understands your app code and automatically builds and deploys it on one of the world's largest and fastest edge networks. That includes enterprise-grade security without any time-consuming system integration. Just write your app, and Edgio figures out the rest. This leaves more time for differentiated, higher-value work. No other platform can do this and run your traffic at this level of global scale and security.